What's going on, folks? Well, today we have one of the last steps we're going to do for the shark shed. We're going to start doing some of the siding on the shed. I got to tell you, it is blazing hot the last couple days here in Franklin, so I'm probably going to do this in short bursts of work because it is hot. It's like stifling hot, almost no breeze, and it's just super humid. I think the heat index today was like 109, so yeah, it's definitely going to mess with me, but we got to get things started. Today I'm probably going to do just a lot of prep work and figure out where all the studs are and get some of the Z flashing up on the shed and get things ready, and then we'll go from there. So, you know, it's going to be quite the process, but once we get rolling, it should be pretty good. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 102 on the button. Just out of curiosity, put it up higher, like where the tape is. That's good. All right, so 102. All right, so let's cut this.
You're not making the corner?
No, it's not wrapping around because it's just sitting in between the dab right in here. And we're gonna basically embed that.
Right, don't move, let me see.
Once we get it in place right there, just get it right on the bottom. Like right there, there you go. And then I'm gonna get it right here. Push rod so I don't get my fingers in there. I like to keep my digits. We just needed those 4 pieces. What we'll do is we'll measure, and then I'll do just some brad nails to hold it in place, because or else if I do anything bigger, it'll split the wood. And then we can put our first one down. Cool. And then from there, it actually gets a little easier because I've got little gauges, which I'll show. Because once you get the first 2 runs in, then these gauges actually attach to the bottom. So once it's in place, it goes in like that, and then you attach that, and it holds it in place, and the next one slides right in there, and that's the exact thickness that you want. Make sure this one's right. Yep, so we are at 7. So this will go like that, pop it in place, and it sits right in there. So there's a mark right here. Okay, you see it? Whoops. And then I will put the chalk line up there, and we will snap it. Yeah, it works. Okay, we're gonna shim the bottom of it because you want to give it a little 1/4 inch space. All right. And then let me have that level. It's just a shim, we'll pull it out. We want about 1/8 of an inch on either side. These are the 2 hardest ones. After that, it goes fast. Okay, so now put this piece right there and then set that on top. And slide it over. How does it look over there? Kind of cool though, right? And then every once in a while, just gotta check and make sure it stays level. And then yeah, it's perfect. And then if it's at a level, then you just cheat a little bit one side or the other. And then the hard parts are gonna be when we have to cut into the windows and around them. All right, so it's been well over a week since I started working on the siding on the shed. And as you can see, I finished up here and over there, and I made some precision cuts to get that top piece on there. But now I'm doing the angles underneath the main part of the eave. So today I went to Home Depot and I bought a new blade for both my chop saw and my circular saw. And I went ahead and invested in a masonry blade. The other blade is pretty much dead. It was chewing up everything, and when I tried to cut wood, it's very dead for that. So I got these masonry blades. Hopefully it'll make for better cuts, especially when I start seaming things together for the back and the side, and I have to finish up a couple different things. So one of the things I worked on last night was trying to figure out the correct angle for the roof line and for the eaves. And so that second line right there is the one that we're going to be going off of. And so this will be the first time I get to test out this masonry blade and see if it works out. Hopefully it does, and we can start finishing up that top part, and then we can finish the side, and then we can move on to the back and the side, and then we'll be done. So sounds like we're close to the end, but you know, between the weather and all the work that we've been doing, nothing is close to the end. Let's get to it. That was a lot of work. It's just very precision, and it turns out that I guess the roof line did one of these like a little bit, and then it went back around. So I think it's just because it's a 2x4 and it's not even. So the angle had to be adjusted. So now it's nice and tight, and then everything is clean. This side should be faster to finish. The other side will be really fast because it's just straight boards. The back will be fast right up until I get to this part up on the back side. But I think I've got a plan. I've got a general angle. The hard part is working in all those weeds and vines, but you know, by the time I get to it, it'll be fall and there won't be any leaves left, so it won't matter. At least that's how it's feeling right now. I'm hoping that's not going to be the case, but anyway, so that's let's go do it tomorrow. It's getting hot. It's really humid, and there are a lot of mosquitoes out here, so see you guys tomorrow. Well, we finally did it. We finally finished. Pretty much are done with the shed. We have the door, we have all of the siding. I can show you the other side where we had to do a little bit of seaming, but nobody's really gonna see that side. But let me show you real quick. So yeah, all the siding is done. We've got all the trim. The only thing I have left is a bunch of caulking that I'm gonna do now. But you can see the side is pretty much done over here. We had to do a few seams right along the middle of this one here. And that's just to save, because I was doing a lot of full sheets, but they come in 12-foot sheets, and so it becomes very, very difficult to make everything perfect. So I had a few seams along the back and the side, but this side and the back, nobody's really gonna see that much of. So like I said, the only thing I have left right now is just to do a bunch of caulking, fill in all of the gaps above, like the windows and the door, and then on all of the seams and any nail holes that are showing. I had to do a little bit of face nailing on some of the siding just because it was flapping up, but that can get filled in and no big deal. All the water's gonna shed. And then I did, on any of the seams that I did back over on the other side, I actually did put some flashing in between those seams so it won't get any water in there. But yeah, we're almost there. Just a little bit of caulking and then we'll be done with this piece of the project. All right, folks, well, that's pretty much it. That's the end of the shed build for the most part. The only thing we have left is paint, which my wife and I are gonna do later on when it starts cooling off a little bit. Right now, it's just too hot and humid, and the recommendation is that it's below 80 degrees, and we're nowhere near that yet. So it's probably gonna be a few weeks before we get back to this and actually paint, but at least it's caulked and it is nice and waterproof. One of the things I am gonna do is there is I'm going to build a ramp, and that's why it's open right now, but we've got to do a little bit of moving around. A lot of this pea gravel that's sitting in the parking pad right now is going to be used for a couple different places, so we're going to work on that first and then we will work on that ramp. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this this shed build. It's been quite the process. I've really enjoyed it. I will do a follow-up video that has kind of a recap of the entire thing. And then I'm also gonna put together kind of the cost of what it took to actually put this shed together. It was a lot more expensive than I thought it was gonna be, only because the lumber prices were so crazy. And now that they've come down, now that I'm all done with all the lumber, it's kind of disappointing. But at least I've got what I needed. I couldn't really wait for the prices to come down. I had to do it so that I could actually clean out the garage and get things in there and start using the shed. So I've been using it for a while. I've actually got some organizational stuff that I've done already in there that I can share with you guys as a separate video. But we're done, and that's what's important. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the exterior build, and stay tuned for some recaps and some organizational type of stuff, and then we can share that on a different video. But hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, don't forget to like, and don't forget to subscribe if I've earned your subscription. And if you want to be notified of future videos, don't forget to hit that bell, and we will see you on the next one. Have a great week, everybody.